welcome back to Mercedes Benz farm on Saxlingham. Well, in the last episode you'll recall that we finished harvesting the barley. We were busy harvesting the wheat in this top field, which has been completed, and the wheat has been taken into and delivered to the flour mill. We'll just go and check that out because I don't think I started the milling process on that. We also put a little bit into storage because we filled up our skip, and I think we should have a little bit in here. Let's just see. Yeah, we've got about 3,000 litres of wheat in there. We've also started harvesting our other two wheat fields, and we haven't really spoken about those yet, so we'll nip on down there and we'll show you those. I'll just show you where it is by driving down there quickly. I think coming up there, and away we go. So it's straight down past the shop, and something is nearly full already, so we can deal with that when we get there. Oh, cowboy. These drivers in this area leave a lot to be desired. Shall we just pop into the mill first quickly and make sure that we've got that started up? We have also bought a new trailer. We financed the new trailer, and I'll talk about that in a little while because we're going to be putting some milk into our cheese making operation. Let's have a look quickly and see, did we start? So we've got wheat in, then we've got barley. Pig food is being manufactured automatically as a byproduct, I think. Corn flour. So corn is something that we need to start producing. I think that's going to be something that we plant in our fields quite soon because we have a tortilla factory, and we'll get that. We'll start making some tortillas. So let's just have a look at, and we can do crackled corn and things like that. So maybe long grain rice. Where is wheat? It's probably going to be wheat flour. Wheat flour, what's the difference? Wheat flour rush. And wheat flour. I'm not sure what the difference is. Rush 100%. Wheat flour 100%. Cycles per month. Shall we do it on the Foster one? 25 wheat, 25 wheat. Yeah. Let's activate that. So we seem to have rush options on everything. What did we do on the barley? So this is a bit of a conundrum, really. 600, 2400. It's a lot quicker. So I think we're going to deactivate that. We're going to do the rush just because it'll just speed things up a little bit. Be better for getting stuff done and moving on. Activate. There we go. You can see that's doing it a lot quicker. In any case, we'll let that get done. So that was one of the things that we've done between the two episodes. We're still on the same day. We're just sort of mid-afternoon now. I'm going to go and just hitch up the dairy trailer, and after we've dealt with the wheat, we'll nip on down to the cow farm and buy some milk from the cow farmer. He does supply all types of milk. I'm not sure that he farms everything, but we can buy all types of milk from him. We can buy cow's milk, buffalo milk, and we already have some cheese because we did put some milk in already. So we already have some hard cheese being produced. I did test it out in between just to make sure that it worked. We'll go and show him. We'll put a little bit more in of each. I think we bought in goat's milk and cow's milk. Go left down here, or right down here, the other left. Right, so this is one of the fields. You can see we need to clear something off there. There's a lay-by just down here where I think we've got the truck waiting to collect the bins when it's full. So I've put the bin on the side of the field there, and what we'll do is we'll just go and jump into the harvester, give the worker a bit of a coffee break, and we'll go and offload that into the skip. That's what I'm going to call them. I know them kind of as skips. I think we may already have some in here. Yep, we do. There we go. It doesn't like being on the incline. Once we've delivered that to the flour mill, we will we'll bring it in onto the field. I think we're about to get another one in there before we need to go and deliver it to the mill. I did consider leasing another skip and having two of them out here, but it's not really necessary. We'll just fold it up and then we'll get the worker started again. He's had enough of a coffee break now. And then we'll head on down to the farm, to the cow farm or animal husbandry farm. So get him started, jump out. He just needs to organize himself. There we go. We still have this field. We'll just have a quick look down here. Yeah, we're going to have to do lots of work on these fields. We did also purchase and we'll show you the soil sample. We did sample the fields, get that all sorted out. Where we now show you precision farming. So we are sandy loam, which is fairly good. Quite happy with sandy loam. Sandy loam there, and so our fields are all sandy loam. So not top quality, but really good soil. Should get close to 100% yields on these. So that's done. Right, and then this is the other field that we own, and that's also got wheat in it. And I think that's just about everything we own. I don't think we own anything else in the... Didn't really check. I don't think we own anything else. We'll stick with those fields for quite a while, I think, because we can buy in most of the product that we need to do, and we are a production farm, really. Right, let's get back into the Unimog while that continues. You love the look of my Mercedes Benz colour scheme. going to have to get some tractors, lease some tractors. We had 160,000. This is going to cost us a bit of money now to put the milk in, to buy the milk. I think we turn just down here to the cow farm. Yeah. There it is over there. And there's another farm just a little bit further along where I think we can buy some sort of product. I can't remember what it was. So this is the cow farm down here, all their barns. And I think if we go here, there's a way to drive around the back as well. That is where we fill up. It looks like a normal silo, but it's where we collect the milk through. Milk gets pumped through here, obviously from there. He's got his cows in the field down here. So he hasn't given us any limits or anything like that we can buy. We're limited to an 8,000 litre tank at the moment. So we'll start filling that with just normal milk. I have already put goat's milk in, and it was quite expensive, so I don't want to. We have to manage our funds as well. Whereas the 8,000 litres comes to 7,000. We are going to be making specialized cheeses, so we're going to be making gorgonzola, and we're also going to be making cow's milk mozzarella. I suppose technically not mozzarella, because I think proper mozzarella should be made with buffalo milk. So, but in any case, we have a recipe and an adaptation for it, and it brings in pretty good money. Nearly full tank already. Gee, really is harvesting quickly. Might have to empty him on the way up. There he is, right there. Well, he's nearly full. So let's just park off here, and we'll go and empty him out quickly. Might not be a full load, but let's wait for the traffic. There we go. Run to catch up with the harvester. Whoa. Right, where are we? 97%. Let's let him get full and then we can stop. And we'll dismiss him. Give him another coffee break. Didn't take too long. It was actually super fast, really. Super fast. So I think this will be full, so we'll have to come back and get this delivered to the mill while he's busy. And this is going to tell us whether we need to get a second. I think this might fill up and leave us with 1,000 litres in the tank, if I remember correctly from doing the last field. We did it off camera. We were left with 1,000 litres plus a little bit on the field still. Yep, exactly. It leaves us 1,000 in a full tank and 1,000 in there. So that's basically three combine loads. That's fair. I don't think we need to get another one just yet. Not for the 4 fields that we've we've got. Right, we'll put him back onto his work, and we'll go and deliver that milk before it goes off. Should be okay. Should be okay. I'm presuming this is actually a refrigerated tanker. Well, we're going to pretend it's refrigerated in any event. Right, let's go. And the first time I did this, I did miss this turn off. Got to use the BJ and these signposts as a little bit of a indication. I suppose that's what signposts are for, an indication of where to turn. Oh dear. There we go. And down here. And I think we're at the bottom one for this one. It's nice to see we've got one product already. So the goat's milk that we put in there, that was pretty quick production really. Put that off. Let's just go and show you what this looks like. So there we go. That is aged goat's cheese. Hard goat's cheese. And let's have a look and see what we're manufacturing. There we go. So we've got buffalo milk in there. We don't have any. Goat's milk, we've still got 5,000 litres. We did bring in 8,000 litres. So we've got 2 loads of 8,000 litres of milk in as well. And we're producing goat cheese, soft goat cheese, hard goat cheese. We're producing gorgonzola, mozzarella and ricotta. So we're going to have a fair spread of stuff to sell. Let's park off the trailer. I'm going to leave the trailer down here. I'm going to kind of have our vehicles. They're going to be pretty much all over the place really. I'm going to park them where I think they're most useful. This Unimog is going to be our run around and general utility vehicle. Right, where are we going now? Oh, we need to get back to the combine. Go and get in the Mercedes. Pick up the skip and deliver the wheat to the accident. I have to get out and exchange details. There we go. Looks like the combine has it's got a nearly full tank again. Wow, really is harvesting quickly. Yeah, so maybe if we are doing bits and pieces of other work, we need to. Well, it might finish that before. Now we'll just pick this up off the side there. This is going to be the other thing. It's a question of whether we need to get auger wagons, and I don't really want to. It's just more expense. Let's see if this is strong enough to pick it up. It's a little bit tight in this lane though. lowered it. Yeah. That did lift it a little bit, but it's okay. I've got it on. Right, so let's just, I'm going to try reversing in cab with these new mirrors. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Gone a little bit up onto the verge, but yeah, we're okay. How are we looking traffic wise? Looks okay. No, it's not. There we go. Do an in-cab drive to the mill. You don't often do that. Brilliant dashboard, getting up a bit of speed. Fantastic, loving these Mercedes. As good as the Volvos that we've had before. Right, so we're going to turn down here. There we go. And turn right down here. And up here. Yeah, and we have our first flower to be collected. So we need to, but we'll probably wait for September to look at that. And offloading, can we see any offloading? There we go. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's go and have a look at the flower. Should be barley flour. What does it say? Storage, running, pallets, just plain flour. Another one produced. We've got it on that rush system, so it's probably going to produce quite quickly. A little bit unrealistic. This back out here, and then we'll take this back down to the, and offload it again at the fields that we're harvesting. Should have another full load of in the combines. I'm thinking we should have to empty the combine. So we're going to have to work out how many we need of what vehicles. We're going to need a couple of tractors. That's going to probably be the next thing that we purchase, so we can get working on those top fields and some direct seeders, I think. Oops, that's not what we want to do. We want to get this onto. So I think for now we'll put this on the field over here. So it can be a little bit level. Is it finished? I might still have a little bit. You can see this Truck doesn't like driving on the ploughed ground, which is fair enough. And drop off container. The animation of this is so smooth, brilliant. And attach. Lift the arm, and we can go park this in the lay-by. Keep it out of the way. Very convenient that this lay-by is here. I think you can actually buy it. Might buy it and put a takeaway on it. Oh, we don't need that. We'll just take a trot across the field, get our morning sprint in. Yeah, so we're going to have to do lots of work on this pH, so it's probably going to need to be limed, certainly going to be fertilized, but hopefully we'll be able to fertilize while we seed. Depends on what type of seeder we can get. Our biggest limitation with the buying Mercedes only is going to be the fact that we don't have huge horsepower on the Mercedes. So we're going to need to have to look at that and work within those limitations. That's another reason why I think we're not going to spend a lot of time expanding our arable work. We've got 4 fields, which is decent arable land. Yeah, decent arable land to get some crops going. So I think we'll at least put some corn in. So we can do a couple of different products. We have done tortillas in that thing. Yeah, we did it in Riverburn Springs, and it proved to be quite a good money spinner. So, shall we just finish harvesting this ourselves? I think that's probably a good idea, and then the worker can have a bit of a rest before he has to tackle the last field. And we can go and look about starting to prepare our fields. So we'll do this in a bit of a time lapse and get it done, and we'll see once it's done. Right, we're just about finished this little bit of harvest on our own. Get this over to the other field and get the worker started. About 6,000, so it won't be long before it needs to be emptied again. But yeah, or we can just drive straight across here. Probably going to be a big bump here. Yeah. Wow. Right. There we go. and yep, get him going. Getting himself sorted. Right, so let's go and have a look and see. First of all, let's have a look and see when we can plant corn. That's what I want to plant. Corn only planted in April or May. September, October, where we're now August, so we can plant some barley and we can plant some wheat to keep that going, and potatoes, sorghum, no, soybeans, no. So I think canola. Shall we plant a field of canola? Get the top two fields ready for canola and wheat. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, and then we'll have these bottom two. We'll prepare for next year's corn, sowing of corn. So let's go and look to buy. So first of all, we need to let's have a look at the direct seeders and what horsepower we need. Seeding, there we go. Seeders. So we need a corn planter as well, but yeah, no previous cultivating, so that needs 140 horsepower, so we can definitely use that. And it does direct seed. Does it do fertilizer? No, that one doesn't do fertilizer at the same time. That doesn't direct seed. That direct seeds and needs 180 horsepower, so we can do it with that. Width 4 meters, so that looks good. And this one is 5 meter width, 200 horsepower, so we can get a big one for that. So that looks good. The Kun 300 horsepower, 6 meters, it's 240 horsepower, 6 meters, so that we can do. So I think we can get up to 300 odd horsepower on one of the top Mercedeses. So this one here, what is the capacity? 5 to 6 Kun, but we've got to make sure that we're buying German stuff. 270 horsepower, 6 meters. So I think that might be what we're going to look at. Horst 300 horsepower, 12 meter width. I think that might be a bit too big for us here. So I think the Kun is probably going to be, what's this one here? Only 3 meter width. Only needs 150 horsepower. 6 meters, 200 horsepower. And so that's pretty much in the same, actually looks almost the same. $122, $125, so maybe that one there. Right, so let's go and have a look. So how much do we need for that? So we need to get the biggest one that we can get and max out it so that we can do a bit of different types of work with it. So let's go and medium-sized tractor. Mercedes Benz. Is this the biggest one we can get? I don't think there's any in the big categories that, no. So let's have a look. I think this is probably the biggest one. So engine setup, if we've got 125, 136, 156, 180. I thought we could go higher than that. So we're limited. Are we limited to 180? 125, 150, 150. Wow. I thought we had something a little bit bigger than that. No. Alright, so that means we are limited to... We could put it behind the... It's probably where I got confused. Because I think that engine setup, I could go up to 350 horsepower on that. But I don't want to use that for plough work. So we go, the biggest we can get is 180, wheel setup, standard, medium tires, wide tires. Yeah, we'll put wide tires on. Do we have weights on those? No. We'll put doubles on the back, just to give us a bit more traction. Yes. Attach a front. We'll put that on with backloader. We'll do the full lot. A Sierra Pro, yes, we're going to have to put that on there. Main color, I'm leaving that standard. Right. So let's see how much that costs us to. So if we put 6,000 down, it's going to be, so we're going to have to go full 5 years on these. Gives us 1,600 a month. That's not too bad. So go for option 4, and we'll buy that. Okay, right, so we now know 180 horsepower. So whereas I thought we were going to be able to do some decent width, doesn't look like it. Seeding. So 180 horsepower. Pottinger we can't use. So Kuhn, 270 horsepower. 150 horsepower we can do that one. 300 horsepower we can't do that. 400, 270. That's 300 horsepower. Are we going to be limited by... So that I want to be able to... Great Plains, that we can't buy that because it's not German. It's also not going to be German. Cockenberg could be German, 275, but we can't do it. 270, 300. Wow. Are we not going to be able to... It doesn't look like we're going to be able to buy a German plough. We'll have to... 240. 180 is our maximum. 165, 140, 110. That's 180 horsepower. We can just do that. 4.6 meters. So I'm afraid we're going to have to go for a Great Plains to do what we want to do. Pottinger. 200 horsepower, we can't do 180, so that's going to be at 110 horsepower. Be able to handle it quite easily. Okay, we'll customize that. Wow. Fertilizer distribution unit, yes. Right, so that's our first fail basically. And 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. We'll do it on 5 years. So that's option 4. And purchase. Okay, now that could direct seed, couldn't it? Or it can't direct seed. So that means we need to get a cultivator as well. Right. Best laid plans. Where's the cultivators? Here we go. And so what can we do at, is there anything German here? Horse, 220 horsepower. Vaderstadt, 300 horsepower, 190 horsepower. Haven't got enough oomph for the stuff. 180 horsepower, 240. It's a pity we are falling flat on the planting side of the operation. 110 horsepower, 3 meter width. So I wonder if that is right. So it looks like the Knosch is German, so we will get that. It's only 3 meter width, but we'll have to work with that. So let's get that bought. Nothing we can really do with it too much, so we'll hire it. 800. I think we'll just do 2 years on that, and we'll do 4 years, option 4. So not too bad. Purchase. Right, so here's our MB Tech 1800. Double wheels in the back. And we'll get our... We're going to have to buy another one of those because we're going to have to do these in... While one's working, we're going to have to have another one on. We've got too many fields and these are small bits of equipment, so we're going to have to work in tandem, I think, to get those done. So we'll get this back up to the farm. Well, let's first of all just get inside the cab and have a quick look around the cab. Slightly older style than some of the other equipment we've seen. Still brilliantly detailed. Brilliant view of your implement at the back. We don't have the fancy mirrors. In fact, I don't think we have any mirrors. There's one there. And there's one there. Yeah. In any case, we'll get this back up to the farm and get working on that field. We'll see you there and show you how we get going. Right, so here we are back at the farm. And we'll get going on this first field. Put it straight onto a worker again. Let's start him off in the sunshine so we can have a good look at him. Right. And what are we doing here? So we want to, yep, we can, that looks all good. Okay, get him started. Should be able to do a reasonable lick, I suppose. Let's have a look at the Mercedes. Let's get the sun on it. There we go. Up and downs first. So that's away. Reasonable pace, 9 miles an hour. Right, so let's look for another one. Do exactly the same. I might change the colour on this one just to differentiate them. And where are we now? So we need that one. Do we need the big one again? Need maximum horsepower, 180. Rear twin wheels we're going to use. Yeah. 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 Yes, we'll need that. And 121,000. Do we have a colour option? Main colour. Let's just change the main colour of this. We'll change it to that. There we go. That looks quite nice actually. And you just know which is which. This is the intercooler. And 180 horsepower, yep. Excellent. So put that onto our hire purchase. Well, here we go. New tractor. Still the 1800, the intercooler. Slightly different color scheme with the darker green and the lighter green. And we've got our seeder. We'll get this back up to the farm. Might have to wait a little while for the cultivator to finish before we get going on the planting or the seeding. In the meantime, I do believe our combine harvester is full, so we'll see you once we're back at the farm with this implement. Right, here we are, the combine harvester. We'll just get him emptied. Put the pipe in. Be able to get through to the top here, and I think what we'll do is we'll empty this out and then we will bring in the Volvo and we'll move this, or we'll go and empty this out and then put it back on the field closer to the harvester once it's working. There we go. I think this should fill it up with the old 1000 left over, if I remember correctly. Don't always remember correctly, of course. We're just going to finish this off now and then we'll end this episode off. That should, well, we'll continue working on the other fields that we are preparing and we should be able to plant. Hopefully we'll be in a position to plant stuff in the next episode. So let's just get this going again. I'll see you once we're ready to pick this up and take it to the mill. Right, so we're just getting this container loaded up. Go and deliver it to the where we're going to deliver to the to the flour mill. Then we'll bring it back and we'll get that sorted out, but we'll do that off camera. Let's just go make this delivery, see what's going on there, what we've produced so far. And then I think that's where we'll end this episode. Shouldn't be too far up the rag here. Fantastic, here we go. We'll have to look to see where we can sell all our product that we are producing. Oh, look at that flour. That's obviously going to go into the mill, or into the bakery. There we go. Get that delivered. Well, I think what I'm going to do is, as we're delivering this, I'm going to end this episode now. It's been a fairly long one. I think these first ones are going to be a little bit longer as we get things sorted out. And quite frankly, I'm enjoying doing them. Getting back to some production farming. Yeah, so I think I am going to end this here. We'll just get this back to the field. Go and make sure that the harvester is still working, and then we'll get the new tractor with its seeder up to the farm, and we'll see how far we can get. We'll probably deal with a lot of that basic stuff off camera. But we will get back to you and start seeding in the morning, hopefully. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio.